Rumors spread like wildfire through Elisha General Hospital, whispers in the corridor, side glances at nurses' station. Fear hung in the air, but no one dared speak aloud what everyone was starting to believe. Everyone except Dr. Chuka. He was young, determined, and newly transferred from the city. Unlike the others, he was not captivated by Nurse Mami's beauty. In fact, something about her unsettled him from the first day. He couldn't explain it. It was like a quiet storm always lingered around her. When babies began to die mysteriously, Chuka took notice. He reviewed their medical reports and found nothing conclusive. Perfectly healthy newborns would suddenly stop breathing. Even autopsies showed no cause of death. It didn't make sense until he noticed a pattern. Every case happened during Mami's night shift. At first, he dismissed it as coincidence, but the pattern grew clearer. Chuka began watching her closely. She was always the first to comfort grieving mothers and always the last to leave the ward, and never seemed shaken by the death. Then, one night, determined to find the truth, Chuka stayed back after his shift. He pretended to be asleep on the on-call room, but positioned himself where he could see the hallway leading to the pediatric unit. Around 2 a.m., he saw her, Mami, walking slowly down the corridor. She was carrying something wrapped in a white cloth. It was small, like a baby. Chuka's heart raced. He got up and followed her quietly. She moved with unnatural grace. She never looked back. He trailed her all the way to the far end of the hospital, a rarely used side exit that led towards the beach. Then suddenly, everything went dark. He felt a sharp pressure on his head and collapsed. When he woke up the next morning, he was lying on the floor of the hospital chapel, confused, disoriented, and with a pounding headache. His wristwatch was broken and his phone was missing. He rushed back to the ward. One of the babies had died during the night. He tried to tell the hospital authorities what he had seen or thought he saw, but they laughed at him. They call it stress, exhaustion, hallucination. Only the matron did not laugh. Instead, she pulled him aside and whispered in a trembling voice, "Doctor, for your own safety, stop asking questions about that nurse. You don't know who she is. You don't know what you're dealing with. Let it go before something happens to you." But Chuka couldn't let it go. Something evil was working freely in that hospital. He was sure of it now, and he could uncover the truth no matter the cost. What he didn't know was that Mami already knew he was watching her, and she was waiting for him.